Hi everyone, thanks for joining me back again tonight. So I had a request tonight for an eye look, so I'm going to try to do things a little monochromatic. The eye look is this here. So it's kind of a definitely pink. I'm not sure if there's glitter in there or not. We're going to try a couple different things along with very hazy, taupey, maybe with a little hint of mauve in there to smoke out the eye. I'm going to go a little bit heavier on brow color, and looks like lashes. So I've already done a few things. I have my makeup still on, my foundation from this morning, and I also added a little bit of my NARS pink. This is the Adoration palette. Oops, sorry, so I don't want to blind you all there. I think we're going to try to use this on the eyes and see how we go with that. That can be used wet or dry. And we're going to follow up with, I think tonight, my Limelight Plum Luck lip. And I'm going to be using a whole bunch of Pro products. So this, again, was a request, so we're going to do some things to get this look going. So let's get started. I'm going to start first with my Makeup Forever. This is the Aquamatic Shadow Stick in ME54. And this way it's going to start with a little bit of a shimmer color, since that's pretty pink and shimmery. So these are waterproof. I use them as shadow bases or sometimes just as shadow alone. And let's see how we're doing there. I'm not sure if this is going to pull pink enough, so let's see. And what I like to do is apply these, and I generally go back in and blend them a little bit, but I think the shimmer that's pulling from this, we're going to just leave it be. And I'm going to just roll that up a little bit more, because the look definitely has that pulled down a little bit more. And there we go. So there's the shimmer that I am looking for. So we're going to be using a bunch of different products tonight, and actually it's just a little tacky, so I am going to blend that just with a brush right in my crease here. Alright, so we're going to start off, like I said, it looks like it's a little bit of a taupe, so I'm going to start with my Limelight Taupe for the Best, and very lightly. I'll just start with the crease. And just a little bit in the outer V. I'm not going to come under because it looks like that look is pretty pink underneath the eye. So we're going to play a little bit and see if we can get the same eye look. So that's a good start. I'm going to take my favorite blending brush and blend that in a little bit. And I think to get that type of smoky look, I'm going to go in with my Inglot eyeshadows. This is a custom palette that I've made for myself, and I definitely have some of the cool purple tones in there, and I think I'm going to start by building that up. So I think I'm going to start with this mushroom color first and then come down to these colors here a little bit. And let's see, I'm going to use a angled shadow brush here. I just want to darken the outer V a little bit before I come into my crease a little bit before I start going in with the purple tones. And Inglot is also a professional line. They also sell to consumer. It's a German line. But you can see I'm having to pack a little bit more color on here. And we're going to go into this purple color here. There we go. And I am going to try to elongate my eye just a little bit. So I'm pulling that shadow out here a little bit. And we're going to give that a real nice blend now. And again, this is what makeup is all about, just really having fun and playing. Push that in just a smidge. So let me look straight ahead. So now I have some of the darkness that I want. I'm going to pull up that look again. I don't want to go real dark in the outer area. I just want it a little bit there. Make sure this is very nicely blended. Okay, and now we're going to try to go, oh, looks like there is a little bit of that color just underneath the eye. So I'm going to pull some of that underneath. And I'm going to follow, actually I'm going to grab a different brush here. I am going to grab an angled liner brush. I'm going to follow the same colors that I did on the upper. So a little bit of that gray. And then some of that purple there. Okay, it's still mostly pink underneath, so we're going to leave that go. I'm just going to wipe off that brush a little bit and just give it a nice blend. Okay, so we're going to have to try a couple things. I might be playing with a little bit of glitter tonight. We'll see. So I'm going to go back into this NARS blush palette. And like I said, this can be used wet or dry. So I'm going to use it wet to try to pull the intensity. And I am just going in, this is just the lid from my setting spray, and my NARS wet to dry brush. And all that I have in here is some water. So I'm going to take off just a little bit of that excess water. I really loaded it up there. Okay. And I'm going to come right in. And I always like to stick with one corner when I'm working with a wet to dry product. And let's see. And I think this actually might do it. I try a little bit of glitter anyway. So it looks like the pink. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that product. It's on the lid, and it looked like it was more of a shimmery white or crystal light just right in the tear duct area. So you can see I am just patting this product in so that it sticks to the lid. Coming right up to where that crease is. And I'm going to pull my color just a little bit further down as I look at the picture. Looks like with her eyes open, I'm coming back in with that brush that they've come a little further in with that. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of that color still underneath the eye. And go even over where I had that little bit of a liner. That pink definitely came down a little further. So I'm not going to be shy about it. There we go. Okay. And actually, I think that color did it. I think I'm going to take just a little bit of my MAC, and this is, let's see if I can read the color here, Reflex Gold. So I think while my brush is still damp, I'm going to take just a little bit of that and see what happens if we just press that right onto the lid to add just a little bit more shimmer. So it's actually going to adhere to the product that I had down because it's already a little tacky, a little damp, I should say. And my brush is still wet. There we go. I think that's going to do it for me. And I'm going to take a look. You're going to see little glitter pieces floating up through the air. If I had my black backdrop, you would really see them. I'm just going to take my powder brush and just brush away a little bit there. Okay, that other color that I'm going to use for the crystal color, I think what I'm going to do first though, I'm going to tight line my waterline. So I just poked myself a little bit. We're going to come underneath, and this is going to help make the lash line look a little thicker. Okay, give my eyes just a minute to calm down there. They started to water a little bit. And let me take a look at this again. So we'll look at this together. So she definitely has a little bit of a wing here going on. Some of that is from the lashes. They're extended at the outer edge, so we're going to do some lashes to do that. But I'm also going to do a bit of a wing. But you can see the lower waterline is pretty void of any product. So I'm going to just cover up my little Inglot palette. And this is a nice way for you all to see lots of products being worked together tonight. So while that's coming down, I think what I'm going to do is go in and actually touch up my brows before I start doing my liner. So, and there goes my nose again. So to give a little fullness and a little more depth in my brows, I'm going to use my Kimiko brow pencils. And they're two different tones, and I'm going to pick up my mirror over here because I can never tell which is the darker one until I start playing with it. There we go. So it's this one here. So I'm going to give it a little more fullness by using the darker color. And again, going the way my brows grow. I'm going to come up and make that little peak there. And what I like to do with the lighter color is just flick up a little bit here in the front with that. And I'll go back over to the other brow. again, just flick up in the front. Okay, I am going to take a little bit of my Limelight, again the taupe for the best color, and I'm going to mix it just with a dot of the Corkable, just to make it a little bit darker. Concentrating on the outer edge, I'm just going to wipe my brush off a little bit, pull through whatever's left over. And we'll do the other brow the same way. And I'm going to pull up in the front there a little bit. Brush that through. Actually, I think I need just a tad more underneath this side here. Oh my goodness, I can see the glitter all over my thumb here. I'm sorry, I don't think I was in your view there. Okay, so brow's done. So I'm going to go in with my favorite Limelight liner pen. And we're going to start with the basic line like I normally do. So the precision line, if you will. Keeping it nice and thin on the inner. I'm going to start lifting up the outer edge. Okay, so instead of doing the shape that I've been doing, we're going to do more of a wing. So I'm going to make a dot where I want that wing to end. Drop my lid. Come down. And over. And join that up. And I'm just going to fan that a minute. Okay, now I need to open my eye. Come back down and connect that. And we're going to keep working on getting that wing. And you see I keep opening and closing my eye, so I can see what it looks like with it open, which is how most people look at us. Okay, that side's pretty good, so let's see what I can do with the other side. Here's the hard part now, matching it up. And I'm just, there we go, I'm going to drag that hair out of the way. Dot where I want it to end. Let me fan it a little bit to dry it. And I am waiting for my new liner pen to come. I don't want this one to run out before it does. But I want to tell you guys that this liner is no joke. This is so much easier to apply. During the week, I've actually been going to a few other liners that I have, which are more like the felt tip pen. It's so much easier getting these lines here with this one that I've actually ordered a couple for myself. So that I'll always have a backup. But I knew to do my wing, there was no other easier product that I have to use. Okay, I'm going to look straight ahead, and those are fairly even, so I'm pretty happy with that. A little bit of back and forth there. So we're going to put that away. Again, I'm going to do some lashes tonight, but I'm going to go in with a couple different products. I'm just going to give my lashes just a real light squeeze here tonight. And what I'm going to use tonight is actually, I'm back to some of my center products. My mascara, I'm also waiting for mascara to come through. And this center, I always forget which end is the brush. So it's a very, very tiny, tiny brush. And since I've tightlined, I can get actually this teeny, teeny brush right along that line to follow it. But you're going to be able to see the difference in a minute with this mascara. I like it for the lowers. This is not a super, super lashy look. But you can see I'm not, this is more of a precision mascara. So I'm not able to get the length that I love from the Limelight Perfect Mascara. But I have a lot of different products for different reasons. And like I said, I just wanted to go a little bit lighter on the lashes tonight. I'm sorry I'm out of your view again. I've got to figure out where I can keep myself so you all can see while I'm applying. I think we're going to come back in and just do one more coat. So this one I'm really, with this product, concentrating at the base. I'm pulling it up a little bit at the tip, but I'm really trying to make sure all the product stays at the base. So down right at the bottom, down here at the lash line. And I'm able to do that with this mascara. Alright, so mascara's on. Excuse me one second, here goes my nose again. Sometimes when I get real close to my eyes, they'll start to run. So tonight I'm going to use my Velour Mink Lashes. We're going to use the style Those Real, because they are definitely a little more natural looking while pulling out at the edge. And I've got them in my little lash applicator. And I'm going to go in with my loose glue and paint the back of the lash band. Making sure I get those edges for the corners. Okay, I'm going to pick up my magnifying mirror because I'm definitely going to need that for this. I'm going to keep it towards the outer edges. I'm going to try to push my lashes out of the way, come down and drop it. Now that looks like it's pretty good placement. So I'm going to come in from the inside, push that in, and the outer edge down. Now I just drop my lid and come in and continue to push that in. Okay, so that's one lash done. Once you start doing lashes on a pretty regular basis, it becomes like riding a bike. I actually haven't worn lashes for a few weeks now. And I thought, oh, I wonder if I'm going to have a problem getting them on tonight because I've just been using the Perfect mascara. So again, I'm going to come in and paint the lash band, paying special attention to those little edges there. And I'm trying to stay in your view here. You can see me pushing my lashes down. I'm going to drop that lash. Check to see if that's a good spot for placement. It looks like it is. Now I'm going to change hands and come to the inner corner. And just tuck that in. And the outer corner. Making sure I'm grabbing the lash. And pushing that in. Tuck that inner corner in again. There we go. Okay, so eyes are pretty much done. Lips. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did the other night by using the lipstick. So tonight it's going to be a moisturizing lipstick. And this is one of our sheer lip colors, so you can see I had to go over a couple times. Give me 1 second here. And I'm going to grab my Limelight, the number 1 liner tonight, and push the edges. I remembered to bring this upstairs with me tonight. Hi Melinda, how are you? Okay. Now the last thing to finish off, what I need to do since I pushed the edges, I need to wipe off the tip of my lip liner there. So you can see even though that's a nude color, it really doesn't look it because I was able to grab just a little bit of the lipstick and again push it on the edges. You can see a real nice gloss. This is nice and moisturizing. I've been sitting outside in the sun a little bit, so my lips have been getting a little dry. I forgot to put sunscreen on them today. So let's take a look. Oh, I forgot about that crystal color in the center. What I want to do though, as I see where some of my liner from the upper line has transferred right there. So I'm going to just lightly wash that away. And I'm going to go in with a teeny tiny brush. And tonight I just have some shadows that I brought back from Terry Tomlinson in his Z palette. And I've got this beautiful crystal white color here. So I'm going to pick some of that up on my brush. And again, you can see how pigmented that is. So I'm just going to knock off the brush a little bit and apply that right on the inner corner. And now that I'm looking, I want to take just a little bit more of my water And my NARS brush, we're going to go back into that blush, and I'm going to hit just under the lash line, a little bit more. And I'm going to cover that tiny little spot up there. Okay, so let's see how we did. Hi Jackie, how are you? I'm just finishing up. So let's compare to my photo again here. Okay, so if I hold the photo up here, you can see the outer corner is just a little bit darker. A lot of the pink and some of the glitter, which I think I've gotten. That nice white color here, the lash line, and that's it. So if I look straight on, I'm trying to, if I look straight on, I think it looks a little bit different. But I think that, I think we kind of nailed it. So like I said, I added that, the NARS blush also a little bit to my cheeks to make it a little more pink, just a little bit. Went with the plummy type of lip. So everything is still pretty monochromatic, and I think I like it. Oh, thanks, Jackie. I hope you enjoyed the movie. I know Tina Dwyer here, I don't know if you know her, she's a photographer, is going tomorrow, so it's been sold out here at the Alamo. Oh, Melinda, thanks. Me too. I like to do a little bit of shimmer. I don't necessarily do glitter on an everyday basis, sometimes to go out at night, so that's why I added that on. I always tell people, though, shimmer over the age of 35 is actually okay if you're using a light shimmer. Sometimes it just brings a pop to the eye. A lot of times I'll keep the eye look a little more matte and just take some of the shimmer and pop it right above the color of my eye, which really draws people to look into your eyes. So don't be afraid of that at all. And Jackie, I am doing well, and the crazy El Paso weather is beautiful today. Again, 87, sunny, just beautiful. Oh, thanks, Melinda. Melinda, I'm hoping to actually get together with you and meet you. I know, oh, this week you were off for school. I should have taken advantage of that to meet you. But I'm hoping to work with you sometime in the near future. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to try to, my goal is to get a YouTube video up by the end of next week. Do a lot of editing. It's the first time I'm doing that, so I'm hoping to get that up and done, and I'll let you all know when I will. So I'll be doing some different types of videos in there. And again, any suggestions that anybody has for different looks, please pass them my way. They're inspiring and kind of fun to play around with and do different looks that I would normally do on an everyday basis. So thanks for the suggestion, Diana. And I hope you have a good night, everybody. Good night.